In this tutorial we're going to learn how to crochet a leaf. Start by making a slip knot using your preferred method and then make a starting chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Into the second chain from the hook, work a half double crochet. That's a half double crochet in US terms. So work a half double crochet into that chain. Doesn't really matter what loops you go under into this chain here. So there's my half double crochet. Into the next 3 chains, work a double crochet into each of them. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and my 3rd double crochet. Into the next chain, work a half double crochet. Then into the next chain, work a single crochet. And into the final chain here, work a slip stitch. So we've now done 1/2 of our leaf, and what we're going to do here is we're going to flip our work over and work back across the other side of this chain. So to do that, make 1 chain and then turn your work slightly so that you can see the bottom of the last few crochet stitches. And the way that I worked into my chain, I have 1 loop here to make some more stitches into. If you work into your chain differently, you should still have some kind of loop here to work these stitches into. So I've just made 1 chain, and then I'm going to identify the loop here of this first stitch. This is a stitch I've already slip stitched into this chain here. So into that chain, work another slip stitch. This gives our leaf a nice point. Into the next chain, I've worked a single crochet, so I'm going to work a single crochet into the other side of that chain. Then the next one is a half double crochet, so I'm going to make a half double crochet. And then into the next 3 stitches, work 1 double crochet into each of them. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and the 3rd double crochet. You should now have 1 chain left to work into, and into that chain work a half double crochet. So we're now going to make a slip stitch into that same chain space here. So that space we just made, a half double crochet into, slip stitch into it. We're now going to fasten off with something called an invisible join, and that makes sure that our leaves are completely seamless all the way around. So to do this invisible join, snip your yarn, leaving a tail long enough to weave in. Use your crochet hook to pull that tail through that slip stitch we just made. Thread the tail onto a large needle. Then we're going to put our needle under both of the loops at the top of the stitch of this half double crochet here. It's actually the first stitch we made in this leaf. So my needle is going underneath both of those loops there to make this invisible join. Then pulled it through, but not too tight, enough so that this length of yarn here matches the front loops of all of these stitches around here. Then I'm going to go back and go through the back loop only of this slip stitch here. So where this is coming out of, I'm putting my needle underneath that loop there. And that's created our invisible join. Now to secure this end, turn your leaf over, and then you can work your tail along the centre of the leaf back and forth a few times to secure it. And that's how you crochet an easy leaf. This was a request from one of my audience, so if you have any other tutorial requests, drop them down in the comments. I'll see you in next week's tutorial.